Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3 4. Hope everybody's having a good day, good week. Jonathan, are we going to show the video at the beginning or once I get into the presentation?
We can do that whenever you'd like, Tom.
Yeah, let me do the setup. Folks, you've heard me say this. I did a couple small classes. And anybody here from the small classes I did this month or October? Do I have anybody here that was from the small classes I did this last month? Yeah, Jim was, okay. Well, I went around, I asked everybody, I said, what is y'all's biggest priority? I'm thinking I'm gonna hear one thing, but they told me something else. It was income. Let me ask that question before I show this video. How many of you are looking for extra income? Just if you are, why don't you, Rob was there? Yeah, okay. I'm starting to see people in the class. But I was shocked to find out everybody is approaching a market that I talked to in this small sample of 2 classes. Everybody wanted extra income. And I said, well, if you want extra income, I'll show you how it works and I'll do it. And so I started doing it. And the way to get extra income, obviously, would be, I think, if you were sitting right here, but the second best thing is in that first hour in the morning, using our process and putting on these trades that are really nice trades. And so I want to show you this video because I said, Jonathan, how do we do for the month of October on income? So let's watch this and see your opinion, okay? Hey folks, Tom here. At the end of the month, I like to go through a lot of the trades that we issued, and Jonathan sent this to me and we started looking at it, and I said, I want to share this with everybody because I have a process when it comes to making income. And when I was teaching the small classes this month, everybody, to a man and woman, said, hey, Tom, I'd like to make more income. And so I said, let me just check in the month of October using the strategy I use to be able to handle that. And so, for a while, for the greater part of the month, I started doing T&T income in that first hour. And then I expanded it and used it in some other programs and stuff like that, just to share around this knowledge of how to get income out of the market. And I used it based on, $1,000 on each trade, $1,000 of stake in each trade. And then I set it up as such that it wasn't wearing me out, meaning I could find these trades, throughout the day. First hour, I tell everybody to know the 10, 12, and 2 time frame. It's a great time to look for income after those reference bars. And so what I did is I said, let's see exactly what we did. And I'm encouraged because I've been getting a lot of love letters about this. And I said, maybe everybody needs to know this is going on in the background, where we find the speculative trades and stuff like that. So you can grind away using these techniques. And that's one reason I brought about the education today, because I wanted you to see the new academy coming and big response there. But be thinking about this. And tomorrow on the wrap up, I'll bring it up because I want everybody to participate. I always want my students to do well. And, it requires a little education, a little training, but this is going on almost on a daily basis now, at least Tuesday through Friday. So listen up. High degree of risk involved in trading, past performance is not indicative of future results. Now, in my opinion, in the market, you also often given opportunities. The biggest part about whether you succeed or fail is how disciplined you are following a process. And I really emphasize time of day because that keeps me disciplined when I look at a clock as I go through my trade day or trade night for that matter. And I do that too. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you because I think we're going to have a real good November and you need to be part of it. Now, all income trades in October from DTI Services, so they're mixed up here, but generally speaking, the heart of it probably came from TNT because that was the easiest way to get it out there to people. Now, first one was a gold trade, 16% return on risks. Now, here's the SLV trade. I only had a $0.50 risk, but the way we calculate risk, you see, this was a big loser. And if you do the math, if you do money, it's a lot less, but if you do math, it computes to 84. Then we came back with a 32% XSP return on risk, a 9% return on the QQQ. Weekend Profits Club had a break-even period. Gold come back with 16% there. Another gold, 12%. We wore gold out and going to continue to do that. 17% on the QQQ. GDX, a 9% return. IWM, we brought the Russell into play, 7% return, 8% on gold again. XSP, 12%. QQQ, 6. Gold again, 11%. 5% return on the QQQ. 7% return. There's a 9% loss right there on XSP. Came back with a 13% win. 11% return on GLD. That was our new program, income by the hour, 11%. And of course, we sum everything up. And I said, well, Jonathan, let's just look at it and try to be as fair as possible, giving you on the trades we issued how good it was. And so we had an 84% winning rate. I always tell people, if you put me in there, I'm going to be somewhere about 4 out of 5, no matter what I do in the market. It works out that way. Sometimes I'm higher, sometimes I'm lower, but it'll average about 80%. In this process of income, though, we had 16 wins, 2 losses. I talked about one of them. The other one almost a break even, but it was a loss. And then we had 1 break even. Risking $1,000, that's putting 1,000 out there, you'd have made $980 in profits if no trades overlap with our initial $1,000 idea. But that return has increased by 98%, which tells you you better pay attention and learn this. I hope you absorbing this because I plan not to wait the next week. I plan to start tomorrow. And so, and the fastest way to get on board would probably be TNT, if I had to guess. But, and that's, you can go there and sign up if you want to. But anyway, I wanted you to see this because it's pretty powerful to me. I hope it's powerful to you. And that's sort of what I put together. Now I'll send this out in different channels. And it was sort of a mixture of a lot of different programs got these, but in general, the concentration was on the income by the hour and the TNT program. But anyway, I want to share it with you here on Thursday. Market was down pretty hard, and you got to always have a strategy that fits the current environment. So, as I always say, see you on the flip side. Now, that was placing $1,000 to set up the trade, and most of them had short expiration dates, like tomorrow. They're not day trades, but most of them you get in and get out. And the beautiful thing about TNT is I do it in the first hour of the day, you know, from 9:30 to 10:30 to put those trades on. So, you know, you tune in, do the trade, and put 1,000. But think about that. If you had the confidence and you grew it, you could take that and really have, you know, some pretty good numbers by grinding it out, just paying attention during that 10 minutes that we put the trade on. Typically, it'll be after, you know, the first 30 minutes and before the first hour's made. So that 30-minute period, check there, and there's there it is. It's just pretty simple to do. But anyway, people would ask me to do that from what I would say from a perspective to get more income. How many people would like to participate in something like that? Just let me ask that question on the surface. How many of you would like to participate in something like that? And you don't have to put 1,000. You can do 100, actually, $100. But John says, I'm already in. I love it. Okay. Yep. You know, well, do due diligence, but anyway, past form's not indicative. Okay. Uh, let's go to the next slide. In my opinion, what I'm about to tell you, we're entering that stage of the election. And it's starting to show up. It's starting to show up if you think about it in the volume. Have you noticed the volume falling off the ledge? Like the SPY, the QQQ, a lot of these tickers are not, they're the spreads at certain times during the day are widening out. And today I traded a lot, and a lot of trades normally I'd have made a lot more money, but I didn't because the spread between bid and ask and usually very liquid instruments is pretty wide. And I checked it and it was the volume. And because of that, I'm really going to keep my hands off the mouse for typical things until we get to the election. And SP says the fields are slow. Yeah, it's a real strange thing going on. So that's when I back away and say, I'll wait an out. I don't want to throw good money in there if it's like that, but I'm taking the attitude that there's going to be plenty of action starting Tuesday, so I can wait. Next slide, please. Now, this is a picture I took from a presentation. I want to share it with everybody. You ought to take this picture. We're about to have a big opportunity in the next 48 hours. So why get frustrated and get all wrapped around because we get bad entries and bad exits because of fields? Okay. Everybody got that? Take a picture of this slide. I put it here for you to do that because it really gives you a history bank of how important this election is going to be to the market. Way to go, Robert. Yep. Now, common mistakes traders make prior to an election. Everybody's got maybe a certain horse they want to win. Well, you have to know the volume declines and you get frustrated, you use market orders. Well, you're going to pay a premium to use market orders during this stage of the market between today and Monday. Okay. Tuesday will start picking up again, but today and Monday, you're going to pay a premium. And because of that, don't do that. Use limit orders. Everybody say you understand if you get in or out, you're going to use limit orders. A little bit more work, but you really need to be careful. Okay. Okay. Now the moves in the market get exaggerated in both directions. The best move, in my opinion, unless you have specific entries and exits on certain tickers, okay, then the best moves is keep your hands in your pocket while we're waiting out this time period, okay? In fact, I checked with Jonathan. I think we got one open position in everything I got, okay? The real money's going to be made Tuesday night and thereafter. So be patient. That's where the real money's going to be, in my opinion. Okay. Don't ignore the numbers. You got to pay attention to the numbers that make November, starting with the monthly open. Everybody ought to write this number down. This is the number that everybody's going to judge November by for the E-mini. 5742. Write that number down. 5742. That number there is important for the E-mini. I'll go and give you the rest of the NASDAQ. 2111. 2111. QQQ 485.50. QQQ 485.50. The SPY for the month of November, the big pivot number in the sky is 571.32. IWM 219.50. Berkshire's 451. DJT, this is something we'll play Monday with a trade on DJT. The monthly open, the one we'll base everything off of, is 33.76. DJT. Apple 221. IBM 207. Gold. I'll be playing a lot of gold. 254. 254 for gold. Those are some of the over the weekend, I'll put a better list together, but I wanted you to have those to be thinking about. Let me find NVIDIA here. I got NVIDIA. I'll give it to you. That'll be the last one I do. A lot of my numbers get blocked, but I did have the ability. Let me find NVIDIA. Jonathan, you got today's up there. It is right here. 134.70 is NVIDIA. Okay, that's 137.34.70. Microsoft 409. That's it. I'll have the 10 tickers that count Sunday night. Okay, so be there Sunday night, 8 o'clock. I'll have that. Now, those are the starting numbers from November. Did I give you crude oil? I need to give you crude oil, don't I? Let me give you crude oil. Crude oil is 70.53 for crude oil. 70.53 for crude oil. Crude oil's down on day one. Okay? Down on day one. That's crude oil. I'm looking for, depending on who wins, I'm looking for crude oil to really decline. Okay. Okay. Next. I have a good plan. I'll share that with people Sunday night. Whether any candidate, there's two, wins or loses. Okay. We can all have our horses, but we got to have a plan for either way. Now, we talked about the current market. We talked about getting some income. If you're looking for income right away, T-Buzz Talk and Trade would be my choice to tell you to get into if you're not into it. I know a lot of you are absorbing a lot of income in there already, but those that are not need to take the time and join. Okay? I'm talking to you, and I think good. Have a private channel that I put these trades out. You saw that video. The majority of those trades happened in TNT. How valuable is that? I wasn't required to bring that income in there, but I decided to do it because I could execute the orders without a lot of logistical nightmare. That's important to me. That's important. That's important. Now, here's an example if you want to join some of the benefits. Let's go through it real quick. Mark says he's been excellent for him to learn trading. Thank you, Mark. Superior trades, right from my brain to yours, your pocketbook is the way TNT works. Very simple. I educate in there also about different things happening in the market and the opportunities. Every morning I give you a pivot number for 5 stocks I think give you the best opportunity where money is flowing way before people get out of bed. I do it between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when I do it. Today's Magic 5 was NVIDIA 135.55. You look down there, NVIDIA's up 35 cents. If you look up there, NVIDIA went to 137 in the first hour this morning. Would you like to make $2 on NVIDIA, even if you got 100 shares? How many people would like to make $200 like that by having the Magic 5 in your pocket? That's what I offer. Every day, you got 5 of them. Let's keep going. Tesla, I said, if Tesla got above 262.55, you ought to buy it. It didn't happen. Okay? No trade. Gold, 257.55, didn't happen. No trade. QQQ above 487.55. Another $200 to $300. That's $400 with simple paying attention. So I do this every day. Every day I give you the Magic 5. That's so valuable. 5. Look at that one. 100 shares, 300, 2. You could buy 2 calls and have the equivalent of 100 shares. I'll teach you how to do that. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to use options, get the same effect as buying the SPY itself. And I also include in there, we showcase our reference bars, numbers that pay at key times during the day. We lay it out for you where you got it right at your hands. I hope you gave an example of what to get. There it is. Look at that. That's we snapshot that and put it right there in case you're away. You got the numbers. Pretty cool, isn't it? Notice we say 57.91 is the midpoint between Thursdays. 40. We put a little qualification on there every now and then, like today. That was the first reference bar this morning. We also include a cheat sheet in the members area of how to use these reference bar tables. We got a whole little training education in there in TNT. Would you say it'd be worth a couple $1,000 to get that kind of information on a daily basis? Would you say that? That kind of valuable information to make you a better trader, investor? What do you think? Would you say? I'd say if somebody would do all that work for me, I'd subscribe to their channel. I got a special bonus each month called the Option Blueprint. This is where I take the DTI process and go out up to 45 to 60 days. For example, Berkshire. I got a target of Berkshire at 494. It's 453 right now. I could show you how to have the equivalent of that $45,000 short stock with that target out to 494. Anybody interested in that? I could show you how to do it next week. I'll show you. Remind me, John, if I'm on training on that. How to do it. I give short term, I give trigger prices after the 8th day of the month. People love this report. Todd been with me 13 years, says the best thing I ever did because it fits his schedule. You know, it fits his schedule. I think it's pretty cool. That's some of the trades we made in there. $1,000. I think if anybody follows what I teach you, it ends up not cost you anything. Really the scholarship headquarters. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you only got to remember 3 hours here if you want income. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30, 10:30, I put out income trades in TNT. Income Mecca. Right there. $600-700 a week if you want it. There's an example, gold, $160. I'm just using $1,000 to get that 160. $170, that's $330. Keep going, John. See how much we made. 70, that's $400. That's 2 months. $480. I'm just taking the return times 1,000. Okay, keep going. $540. That's in a period. $650. 700. $830. Is that a new one, Jonathan? Did I add that one in?
I don't believe so, not yet.
940. Now, if you join today, get signed up, you will see I didn't cover a lot of other things that we do in there. Like I got some futures education in there, how to trade the E-mini at night, how to trade crude oil in the morning, different things like that, gold, all that kind of stuff's in there. A little extra education for people. Show up, get signed up today, be there Sunday night. You'll be first on the get to know what I'm thinking Sunday night and what to do going into this elections right here, TNT. 940. So at $200 a month, what was 200 going there? That's 4 months right there. Just in the last, that's not counting everything else. That's just counting the income thing. Now, let me ask you this. On one hand, you can get a scholarship by joining TNT and grind it out. It's just $200 a month. Go to dtitrader.com/TNT. If you got any questions at all, call 904-416-1776. Press 1. Sign up for TNT right now. Jonathan, it's 3:35. Why don't we take a 10-minute break, see if we got anybody that wants to join us, and then we'll go into finish up the week. Does that sound like a plan?
Sure does. 10
All
minutes.
right, folks, we'll be back in 10 minutes. If you got any questions, I think I'm considering, I want to see how many people take me up on this offer today because I'm considering changing it with this kind of money. I can't no longer do it at $200 a month. I can tell you that right now. I'll be thinking about that one. Okay. Because it's a lot of work we're putting in here to help you. You got to help us by being part of it. I tell you, I'm in shock. Somebody asked me why. If you won't pay $200 to join something like TNT, what are you doing? I don't get it. Brad says I'm already a member. I can't imagine everybody, the big crowd we got, everybody's a member. Maybe you are. A lot of members, that's for sure. Tom says, I've been a member since you first started. Mary says, we're no dummies. Alan says, I'm a VIP. All right, well, makes me feel better to see everybody's a member then. Sam's a VIP. Eric says, best decision he ever made. Well, that tells me Robert says, my mama didn't raise no dummy. Okay, y'all made me feel better then, because I thought, goodness gracious. If you're here and not a member and reading that kind of stuff, I'd seriously check. I would seriously wonder if I wanted to be a trader. Oh man. Gypsy's made mega butts being a member. Thanks. Made me feel better. Let's go to a live market, Jonathan. Mark says, I've been on scholarship ever since I joined. Gary says VIP. All right. Y'all made me feel good, all you members. Thank you. Jonathan, put the QQQ in there, will you please? All right, let's start at a different place. Go to the Genesis and let's throw a couple tickers in there and check some things out, okay?
Okay, what first?
Check gold out. Let's do it ticker by ticker.
GLD.
Just start out fresh. I want to call out a few things and highlight a few things.
Okay.
Put the Genesis up there on gold. Everybody see, Jonathan, here's the way I like to look at it. Take it last and move it over far to the left. And you got the side next to it. That's gold, okay? That tells put QQQ in next. All right, put CLZ24 in there. Now put USO in there. Now put a compass in on USO.
There's the daily chart, USO.
All right, go to a 30-minute chart. Okay. Looks like it's breaking down a little bit. All right. D-Benny in there. Put the NASDAQ in there, NASDAQ futures. Yeah, I just don't see anything I want to do. I thought that we had a setup there or two, but I just don't want to do anything. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see everybody Sunday night. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Give me a call, Jonathan.
Will do.